Shalom. NATO would have to respond. World War III fears have ramped up over worries of a Russian attack on Poland. Since Vladimir Putin's annexation of the 4 Ukrainian regions to Russia, military experts have warned an attack with NATO equipment on one of the regions could be interpreted as an offensive on Russia's territorial sovereignty. The West's continuous supply of NATO weapons to Ukraine could plunge the military alliance into direct conflict. US Senator Marco Rubio said his main concern is that Russian troops could target a distribution point in a NATO country like Poland, raising the prospect of a third world war. Senator Marco Rubio said, I think it's quite possible that we could end up striking some of these distribution places where these supplies are coming through, including inside Poland. A lot of talk about nuclear, but I think the thing I worry about most is a Russian attack inside a NATO territory aiming for things like the airport in Poland or other distribution points. CNN's Dane and Bash asked, would NATO have to respond? Well, I think it would depend on the nature of the strike and how the other allies would respond in NATO. There certainly would be an attack on one, and therefore certainly NATO would have to respond to it. How will it respond? A lot will depend on the nature of the attack, the scale, and the scope. So pretty much what he's saying is he's 100% expecting an attack by Russia on one of the NATO distribution points for weapons going into Ukraine. And once that takes place, they're going to have to assess what kind of attack, what kind of weaponry was used, and respond in kind so that no one is shooting over the gun or bringing bigger guns than they're supposed to the fray. So, is there going to be a fight? Yes. Is this going to escalate? Yes. How it's going to escalate is what we're busy watching now. So, keep your eyes on that. It's a very real threat at the moment that they are busy war rooming and figuring out as they go ahead. God bless. Shalom.